Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Adam Haris bin Hasmira. My metric number is 307018. Today, we are going to share our management philosophy and how it can be applied in modern organization using Maybank as a real-world example. Our core message is this: great management isn't just about hitting target, but it is about balancing performance with purpose, structure with trust, and result with respect for people. I will now hand our presentation to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to Madam and all my fellow friends. My name is Haris Akmal bin Abdul Hadi and my matrix number is 303654. Today I'm going to present the introduction to our philosophy. Firstly, what exactly is management philosophy? Management philosophy is a set of beliefs and values that guides how a manager makes decisions, lead teams, respond to change. Think of it as a compass in today's complex workplace with remote work, rapid technology changes, and diverse teams from different culture and also backgrounds. So, managers need a clear value to navigate these challenges. Without a clear philosophy, managers can get lost in the chaos with one manager that can lead his or her team. The team will be more confident and consistent. I think that's all from me, and I will hand over the presentation to the next presenter. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and also good evening to all listening from for me. My name is Muhammad Alif Amshar bin Muhammad Azizi. My metric number is 360990, and today's I will be presenting about the four core values in management philosophy that we believe in that should be adapted into a Maybank company's name Maybank. Firstly, about the integrity. Integrity means being honest, ethical, and also trustworthy. This is especially very critical in banking because when customer put their deposit in the banks, they are placing their whole life saving or just a minor, but it was placing also their trust. A manager with integrity make an honest decisions, admit your mistakes, and also never let a short-term profits override ethics. Without integrity, manager might succeed in the short term, but in the long term, they will lose trust of employees and customers and probably fires. I don't know. Secondly, peoples. Respect for the peoples. Respect means listening to your teams, valuing their diverse backgrounds, and also treating them fairly. Instead of seeing the employees as replaceable resources, respectful managers recognize their potential, support their growth, and also communicate with them inclusively. In an organization like Maybank's, with people from 39 countries. Respect for diversity is the foundation of harmony and teamwork. Thirdly, lifelong learning. In a world full of technology, regulation, and also customers' expectations are constantly changing as the time was going. A manager must commit to their continuous learning. This means being open to feedback, challenging all assumptions, and staying updated on new trends, whether it was artificial intelligence, sustainable finance, or also probably digital transformation. A manager who learns helps their entire team improve entirely. Fourth and lastly from me, the responsible performance. Responsible performance means that measuring success in a balanced way is also not just about the financial numbers, but it also includes customer satisfaction, risk management, compliance, and also social impact. This align with Maybank commitments to stay sustainable and also have a well-governed growth. I think that's the point from me. Thank you.
Now we are moving on to the theoretical frameworks. There are two types of thinkers that we took from. The first one is classical thinkers, and the second one is modern thinkers. From classical thinkers, Frederick Taylor taught us how to measure and optimize work for efficiency. The second one is Henry Fayol, which he showed us how to organize people with clear reporting lines. And the third one is Peter Drucker. He introduced the idea of management by objective which align with each employee that does with the company's bigger mission. Moving on to the modern thinkers, Simon Sinek remind us to start with why, help your team understand why their work matters. The second one is Stephen Covey, emphasize trust, personal responsibility, and never-ending self-improvement. So what we have done is we combine them and take the structure and discipline from classical management, add the goal setting clarity from Drucker, and we humanize it all with the purpose and trust which emphasized by modern leaders. That's the balanced approach that we believe works best in today's workplace.
Now, I will talk about the application in modern workplace and how does this work in real life. Let's look at how this philosophy apply to real challenges organization face, especially for Maybank. The first challenge is change and diversity. In a hybrid work, you can't oversee people in person. So how do you lead? Through this philosophy, it set a clear goals and expectation. So you need to trust your team to deliver and measure result, not presence. This is what both Drucker and Covey would recommend, and it's exactly what Maybank does. The next challenges is technology and data. When a bank implement a new digital system, managers can't just order people to change overnight. Instead, they should explain why the change matters, train their employees and listen to their concerns. And this make people feel part of the solution, not victim of change. And it's also combined Cynic start with why, with responsible and human-centered leadership theory. And the last challenge is governance and ethics. In banking, especially, there are compliance rules and governance frameworks that managers must follow. But here's the key: a manager with integrity doesn't just follow the bare minimum rules. They ask, is this decision good for customers, for the environment, and for society for the long term? So, Maybank does this through their sustainability commitments and responsible financing practices. I think that's all from me, and I will hand over the presentation to our next presenter.
Now, I want to be honest about the weakness in this philosophy. First, in a crisis like a cybersecurity attack or market collapse, there may be no time for a wide consultation. Sometimes, you need a quick, decisive decision from the top. Too much emphasis on empowerment and inclusion can slow things down when speed is critical. Second, some employees might misunderstand autonomy as lack of control. If a manager empowers but doesn't set boundaries, some people might take advantage. Third, coaching and development can take time and resources. In understaffed or high pressure environment, managers might not have the bandwidth. So, how to fix this? The philosophy needs to evolve. Managers need stronger skills or change management, digital literacy, and cross cultural communication. They also need to understand emerging risks like climate change and cybersecurity better. And they need to build resilience which is the ability to adapt quickly when conditions change.
Now I'm back again for to conclude what we are discussing and also presenting about. A management philosophy serves as a coherent guide for decision making at Maybank. It balancing structure, purposes, and also human development while adapting to the future challenges in banking. It's not just a motivational posters on the wall. It's how actually you make decision day to day. A good philosophy balances that out, and what it seems like the opposites, such as the performance and purpose, structure and trust, discipline and development. The four values that I shared, integrity, respect, learning, and responsible performance, are grounded in a both classic management theory and also modern leadership thinking. They work in complex regulated industry like banking. While they have a weaknesses that we need to be addressed, they provide a foundations for managers to lead with confidence. Whether you are a manager or not, or probably in the future, I would encourage you, or I'm sorry, we would encourage you to think about your own management philosophy. What do you believe in? What the values you guide your decisions? Because the answer will shape not just your success, but the success of well-being of everyone you lead. So here is my final message. Management philosophy matters. Thank you.